I'm Ian Wright, and just taking a little trip down memory lane with two of my main passions, obviously football and motorbikes. I'm able now to come to such an iconic place. Wembley is synonymous with my whole life. Scoring a goal for England at Wembley, you know, it's real dream come true, hero stuff. It's amazing. But now we're going to head towards Emirates and Highbury, where, to be honest, I have to say was the most prolific time in my career. The Arsenal, the one and only, the greatest club in the world, if you ask me. You can see some of the great players up here, Liam Brady, Patrick Vieira, George Armstrong. You know what I mean? To be amongst these kind of names, it's like the dream come true kind of stuff, because when I first came here, I didn't even think I was going to get into the side. So in the end, to be able to play for Arsenal and go on to win things was beyond the wildest dreams. And as much as the Emirates is a magnificent stadium, I'm pleased to be embossed around it. I've got to say, it wasn't really the Emirates where it happened for me, it was Highbury, and I think it's only right that I take you there. Wow. I tell you what, I know it's obviously not a football stadium anymore, but I remember the first time I came here, the first time I walked up those steps, it was the most frightened I've ever been. My heart feels really weird even just thinking about walking up those steps again, but best goal I ever scored in my career was here against Everton. I had to flick it over a defender a couple of times, then flicked it over the goalkeeper. That was amazing. I know that this is where a lot of things happened for me, but it initially started for me at Palace. Palace mean a lot to me, so yeah, I'm gonna go to Palace now, check them out. This is ultimately where it all started, and brilliant football club, great fans. It was a brilliant start for me. He was never offside, get away. Never offside. So when I did get into the trial, after the game was finished, I signed a 3-month contract for Crystal Palace, and all of a sudden, as a Sunday morning footballer 2 weeks before, and then I was sitting in the seat. I must have been sitting, I think I was sat somewhere over there, and I was a professional footballer. I didn't realise I loved motorbikes until the first time I got on one, and I remember I rode from Croydon and I rode to Brighton in convoy. And that's what I loved about being on the bike, is the fact that you could be with loads of people, but still you had your own space and your own time. I just love being on the bike. This is where it all started for me, but it almost didn't start. And I've got to take you to one more place, because it could have all been so different. So I've got to set the scene for you why we're here at Crystal Palace Athletics Track, simply because when you consider that from the age of like 8, all I wanted to do was be a professional footballer, I never got into any of the trials I had. So once Steve Coppell told me that I've got to report to the main ground, took it that this was the ground. So I was ultra early, and I was there for about 45 minutes. Then I remember this lady came past, and I just said, "Excuse me, tell me when the game's going on." What game? This is not a football stadium. This is the athletic stadium. Football grounds about 2 miles that way, cellar. When I got there, I must admit, Steve Coppell said, "Why are you sweating so much?" After that actual game, it's when Steve Coppell said he's going to sign me as a professional footballer. So the day turned out to be magnificent in the end. It was a magnificent day. But every time I come here, it just makes me smile. I thought I'd bring you here.